Welcome to another Pure Kylie trip report. This time it's on again Singapore Airlines business class from San Francisco to Singapore on Airbus 350 ultra long range again. Today's flight was meant to be on premium economy, but I got a last minute upgrade. It was a paid upgrade. I reluctantly agreed given that I was connecting to Sydney from Singapore, so I thought I deserved some rest. I had a very quick stopover at the United Polaris lounge. This is a flagship lounge for United, and it was quite visible that it was flagship. It's 2 levels. Lower level has a shower room and some seating area, and the second floor has eating area on both sides, with one area being more main area. And there's no shortage of sitting area, but given that the time of the day, it probably wasn't at the maximum capacity as compared to, say, during the daytime. Now, I've seen these 2 corgi dogs hanging around in the lounge. I kind of assumed they would be going on to domestic flight, but later I was proven wrong. The lounge provides a pretty good view of the tarmac. This used to be the case for the most flagship lounge around the world, but it doesn't seem to be the case anymore. For example, Qantas Business Lounge in Sydney has technically a view of the tarmac, but not the best view compared to, say, the first lounge upstairs. Shower room's pretty decent and it looks very luxurious. There was probably about 6 to 10 shower rooms, so you probably will be waiting quite a bit if it was a peak time. There's nice decoration in the ceiling. Today's flight was operated by Airbus 350 ultra long range. This route, however, is also operated by Garden Variety Airbus 350 that is not regional version. It's only this evening flight is operated by ultra long range.
Thank you. Hello, welcome aboard.
As many of you already know, this plane is only business class and premium economy. I originally booked premium economy to 7 points, but also to experience what the ultra long range premium economy experience is like, because it is still fairly private compared to normal premium economy class cabin on any other Singapore Airlines plane. Luckily, I was able to get the bulkhead seat because the flight wasn't full. This means that you get a larger width of the footwell area. There's no well anymore. You can even sit there as if it's like a sofa, although there's a sign saying that you shouldn't do that. It was reasonably clear around the airport and there was no usual San Francisco Bay haze. So I was hoping for a nice view of the downtown and maybe Golden Gate Bridge. We took off from runway 28 right today, facing westward straight away towards Singapore. The whole duration of flight was overnight, so there was no sunrise at all, even until the touchdown. Whilst the immediate weather above the airport was clear, but the Bay Area in general was covered in cloud. The downtown was visible, however, so you'll see the zoomed in image of that soon. And you can clearly see the Salesforce Tower and the other iconic San Francisco downtown buildings. Although the most of the lower San Francisco area was covered in cloud, I was lucky enough to have the view of the Golden Gate Bridge. But as with any sort of a nighttime videoing, it was quite challenging to video this on my telephoto lens, so I'm using my zoomed in image of my iPhone video here, which is not great, but you can kind of tell it's a Golden Gate Bridge. After this was basically a 14 or 15 hour of dark void. There wasn't much to be seen. So, what do you enjoy? Food and sleep. I actually got an email about upgrade about 3 days before this flight, but I was kind of procrastinating and I was kind of thinking about trying out Premium Economy for once on Singapore Airlines. So because I did a last minute upgrade, I wasn't able to utilize the book the cook menu. Nevertheless, the appetizer is same for everyone and you cannot book the cook this part of the meal. And it was a heirloom tomato and buffalo mozzarella salad. For the main meal, it was a grilled beef fillet with a thyme juice. This was accompanied by buttered seasonal vegetables and Dauphinoise potato. Dessert was fruit salad and ice cream, which was supposedly Haagen-Dazs ice cream, but I can't remember if it came out of the Haagen-Dazs container or not. I tried to take a video of the night sky, but it wasn't very successful. My upcoming video has a much better quality night sky Pacific video. It was soon time for breakfast after a good sleep. So breakfast menu start with a fruit and a croissant. Now I again didn't get my choice because I was hoping to get maybe French toast, something sweet. So my next best option was this congee, which is actually part of the refreshment menu. It's not part of the breakfast menu. So I had this, and then I had this weed noodle dish. It's called an egg noodle with a yushang pork and spicy vinegar garlic sauce. This would have been perfect for a lunch or dinner meal, but as a breakfast it was a little bit too heavy. Now, remember those two corgis you've seen on the plane? I mean in the lounge? They were on this plane actually. There's two corgis. I haven't heard any bark at all during all 14 hours. They're very well behaved. There wasn't much to film until we approached Singapore. This was very early morning hours in Singapore. And you can see the beautiful orange coloured ships and airport. So we flew the south of the airport and then we turned back and then landed into Changi airport. You can see a thunderstorm in the distance. I guess it's a feature in this area of the world. That ended 15-hour flight from San Francisco. You can see the jewel in the distance. There's a dark silhouette next to control tower. This flight is the usual Singapore Airlines flight, although the catering option seems to be somewhat limited compared to pre-pandemic days. Now this corgi is very well behaved for getting off the plane, and this owner who's clearly a fan of corgis. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll come back with more videos soon. That's a bit more recent. Thank you.